Are we rolling? Yes, we are. What's up, guys? It's McKinley Crain here, and today I'm going to be doing my spoiler-free movie review of the 2020 sci-fi comedy action film, Bloodshot. So I just watched this movie yesterday. Just putting that out there. I didn't see it the second it came out, because I just didn't feel like it. So I just finally got around to seeing it. I watched it yesterday, and now I'm going to be reviewing it. Well, doing a spoiler-free review of it. And this movie stars Vin Diesel as Ray Garrison, who's like a military officer who basically dies and then gets resurrected as as a robot thing. So basically a robot human. So basically kind of like a RoboCop, if you know what I mean. It's kind of similar to that. Basically this is RoboCop. But a more modern version. Well, it's not exactly like RoboCop, but it's very similar. Anyway, and this movie, this is a very underrated movie in my opinion. Is it perfect? No. But it is a great movie. I love this movie. It was actually a little bit better than I expected it to be. I expected it to be, I expected it to be great, but I didn't expect it to be as great as it was. It was a little bit better than I expected it to be. And basically back on the subject of the stories of this movie's plot. So basically, when Ray Garrison was killed, his wife was killed too. And so basically when Ray Garrison wakes up and finds out he has superpowers and stuff like that, he basically goes out and tries to get revenge on the dude who killed his wife when he regains part of his memory. But as he does that, he starts to discover something. He starts to discover something about what happened to him that didn't seem right. And that leads to more questions, and then those questions lead to more questions, and eventually we get answers. And I can't tell you what those are, because those would be spoilers. But part of what makes this movie great is all the little twists and turns in this movie. I personally loved all the little twists and turns in this movie. I thought all the little twists and turns were very clever, and well, all the little twists and turns and all the big twists and turns in this movie were very clever and very shocking and very just smart. They were just smart. And they're really what makes this movie a great movie. And moving on to the action scenes, since this is an action movie, the action scenes are also great. They're great. They look real. They look awesome. They're very fun to watch. This movie is very fun to watch. I love everything about this movie. This movie has some humor in it. And I love the humor in this movie. Although I can understand why some people wouldn't enjoy the humor in this movie, because a lot of the humor in this movie is it's the kind of humor that some type of people like and some type of people don't. I mean, I like the kind of humor in this movie. A lot of it's purposely awkward humor, but I like that kind of humor. And I think it's very the humor in this movie is very witty, and I love the ending. The ending was just great, and I love the acting in this movie. The acting was great, and you know, the whole cast just gave like equally great performances, and fun performances as their characters. And Vin Diesel feels like he was born to play Bloodshot. This movie is based off of a comic book series from Valiant Comics. I've never read a single Bloodshot comic book in my life. I didn't even know Bloodshot existed until this movie came out. But I love this. I can't say that after seeing this movie, I love this character. Like, this is a very lovable character. You actually care about what happens to him. Anyway, the pacing is great. This movie is very fast-paced, fast-paced in a good way that it actually, actually benefits the story. This movie, is very predictable and unpredictable. Some parts of it are predictable, but some other parts of it are unpredictable. But, both predictable and unpredictable in a good way that benefits the movie story. This movie is just great. This movie isn't for everyone. There are a lot of people who wouldn't like this kind of movie, and wouldn't like this movie in particular, but then there are the people like me that would like this movie and love it if they saw it, or if they already have saw it, they already do love it. Anyway, I'm going to give this movie an 86% out of 100%, which is the equivalent of an A-. Like, subscribe, join the notification squad. I will return.